Street auction of 2 Timbs Street in Casey. I'm Stephen Bunday from LJ Hooker at Dixon, and I'm delighted to be your auctioneer today. Today's auction will take place according to the legislation, so in these strange times we still need to stick to that. Folks, so in just a moment I'm going to go through the terms and conditions for auction of residential property in the ACT. Then I will deal with the front page of the contract of sale. Then I'm going to ask Lisa, the selling agent, to come and talk a little bit about the property because she knows more about it than almost anybody apart from the owners. And then it'll be your opportunity from wherever you are, in the lounge room, in the car, to via our agents to make a bid and hopefully secure this wonderful piece of real estate. And it truly is a beautiful property. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it without any further ado. So the standard conditions are as follows. I may not go through all of these because I don't deem it necessary, but I may make one bid for the seller of the property at any time during the auction. I'll make it nice and clear if it's my bid, folks. Each person bidding must be entered onto the bidder's record, and we do have some registrations here today, and they're very well represented by the LJ Hooker Gungahlin team. 3, I may refuse any bid, and I'm only going to do that if I don't deem it to be in the best interest of the sellers. I may decide the amount by which the bidding is to be advanced, and I may withdraw the property from sale at any time during the auction. That is highly unlikely. I may refer a bid to the seller at any time before the end of the auction, and I'll only do that, folks, if we haven't reached their reserve and I need a further instruction. Okay, the contract describes the land as Block 7, Section 102 in the Division or District of Casey and known as 2 Timbs Street. Had the great pleasure of meeting the sellers last night, and they are here with us today. They're lovely people, and it is a beautiful home, and we wish them all the very best. Seller solicitors J.S. O'Connor, Harris & Co. We thank them for their contract preparation. The stakeholder is LJ Hooker Gungahlin Trust Account. The seller's agent is LJ Hooker Gungahlin, and they've been beautifully represented by Lisa Van Niekerk, who you're going to meet again in just a moment, and her team, Jessie Halls and the whole team here. Restrictions on transfer are nil. There's no land rent associated with this one. The property is offered with vacant possession. Breach of covenant or unit articles have been in the available documents from Lisa and the team for the last 3.5 weeks or so, and here on display. Goods are described as fixed floor coverings, window treatments, light fittings, dishwasher and bar fridge as inspected. But as you're going to find out in just a moment from Lisa, what you will get when you purchase this property is a lot more than that very bland legal description. The date for completion is within 30 days of the date hereof, and the contract calls for 10% at the fall of the hammer. However, if you have made other arrangements with the sellers via Lisa in terms of deposit or settlement date, they will of course be upheld. So Lisa, come up and tell us a little bit more.
Thanks, Stephen. Hello, family, friends, Casey residents and other buyers out there who are viewing the auction right now. I'm sure all of you have had a look at the photos online and even the virtual tour. But those who did view the property firsthand, I'm sure you will all agree that it is a beautiful home and it is something special. So as you can see through all the photos and the virtual tour, you've got spotted gum flooring throughout, solid timber, ducted reverse cycle heating and cooling. You've got a 4-car garage that is literally 111 square metres in terms of size. So it's absolutely massive, but in addition to that, you've got a storage space and underfloor, subfloor storage as well. So you can store all your bits and bobs away, but plenty of space for all your boys' toys and your cars or whatever your thing is. So in addition, you've got 4 spacious bedrooms, the master being the best part of the house because it's got the best view, and also a massive dressing room, which I'm sure the owners did love over that time, but they are saying goodbye to it, that as well as a 4-car garage. So it could be yours today. What I do recommend is bid strong, and for those who are registered, I wish you all the best of luck, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Lisa. Nice words and great advice. Don't have any regrets, bidders. It is a magnificent home. The outdoor kitchen, the setting of it, it's elevated right up the back of Casey there. In fact, when we were there talking about setting the reserve yesterday, a kangaroo bounded past, so that's pretty lovely. You're almost in nature there. All right, folks, it is over to you. Looking for an opening bid or call. Who's to start me away? Don't be shy. If you're here to buy, let me know.
Did you want to start us off?
Need to see a paddle. Need to see a voice or hear a voice. Looking for an opening bid or call.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a beautiful, quiet spot. Almost as quiet as it is here, right?
890.
890, bidder number 40, and welcome. Best of luck to you. Hope you go home with the keys one way and another. 890,000 and we're away. 890 is the bid, 890 is the call, 890 is the offer. We're at 890,000, make no mistake, with bidder number 40. Somebody needs to get some competition for us. We're at $890,000. I can't get any competition, I'm going to call it in. 890.
900.
We can do that. Thank you, Marcus. Bidder number 20 and welcome. $900,000 now. Back to you, Lisa, for your help. 910. Straight back at you. 920 if you like. $910,000. Guys, just keep your cards visible so I can see who you're bidding for. Bidder number 40 at $910,000. What are we going to do, Marcus? 910's the bid. Bidder number 20, I'm looking straight at you now. If you want to buy the property, you've got to come up. $910,000. I'm calling it in.
920.
920. Thank you, Troy. Bidder number 5. Fresh bidder. $920,000. Is there
930.
930. Thank you. Bidder number 40 back in front. Back to my starter. $930,000 is the bid. 930 is the call. 930 is the offer. What are we doing, folks? Don't miss it.
940.
940. Is there any chance you can stay in the room?
950.
And 950 straight back at you. We're at $950,000 now. About where I thought we should have started. $950,000 is the call. 950.
960.
960. New bidder. Bidder number 31. And welcome to the bidding, ma'am or sir or couple. Just not sure who you are. Bidder number 31. Nice bid. Is there 960 to keep us going? What's happening, bidder number 40? You've been in front all the way. You started it for me. Come back in. $960,000 is the bid now. I'll take 5 if it helps you, bidder number 40. Just come with me. It'll be a beautiful journey. It's a wonderful home. You won't have any regrets. Looking right at you. But $960,000, I'm calling it in. First time, don't miss it. $960,000. Second time, I'm calling.
965.
And 5. Thank you, Troy. It's nice to see your head pop into the room. Bidder number 5 back in front at 965. Pay any of you the same compliment. We'll go down to 5s if you like. $965,000. We'll sell it brick by brick. 965 is the bid. With bidder number 5. Bidder number 40, what are you doing? Come back in. Don't miss it for $5,000. Cost you that in fuel driving around for the next couple of weeks trying to find a new house. We're at $965,000. Magnificent property. Beautiful hardwood floors, everything that opens and shuts. Most amazing walk-in robe you've ever seen. Incredible garage, 965. I'm calling it in. First time, $965,000. Second time I'm calling, won't hang and dwell.
970.
970, welcome back. Bidder number 31. Thank you, Jess. 970,000. Back in front. 970 is the bid. 970 is the call. Just take a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Think about what you might be missing out on here. Absolutely incredible home, beautiful spot, close to nature. We're at 970 bids over here, Lisa. $970,000. I'm calling it in. Where's Troy gone? $970,000 first time. $970,000 second time I'm calling. It's at 970. Third and final time. Is there any further bid? Any further offer? Come on, folks, don't miss it.
975.
75. Bidder number 5, you're back. 900. What is with him? $975,000. How are we going over there? Bidder number 31. Bidder number 31. Talking to you now through the camera. Don't miss out.
976.
We can do that. 900. We'll sell it brick by brick if we need to. $976,000. Bidder number 5, what are you doing? You're coming second only by 1,000. What about 980? We're at 976 now.
978.
978, we can do that. Thank you. 978. How's everyone else travelling? Haven't forgotten about any of you, even though I can't see you. We're at $978,000. Jess, how are we going with bidder number 31? 980 would be a nice spot to go to, folks. Trust me, I'm an auctioneer. We're at $978,000. Come with me. 978's the bid. I'm calling it in. First time, second time, third and final time at 978. What are we doing? Jess, 978. Tell them not to miss it. I will take 1,000, folks. Yes? $978,000 is the bid. 978 is the call. 978 is the offer. Lisa, I'm actually going to need some instructions at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't quite sell it. It's a little below my written instruction. I will need to get a fresh instruction. Lisa is going to talk to the owners right now. Agents on the phone, talk to your bidders. We are below my written reserve. I'm not in a position to sell the home, but we're not far away. At $978,000. Make no mistake. Bidder number 31, have I got your best? We just need to keep moving north at the moment. Property is not on the market at this point. Such a beautiful home. We're going to throw in the kangaroo as well. $978,000.
Alive or dead?
It'll be alive, I think. He's a big boy too, Naish. But $978,000. 2 Timbs in Casey. Magnificent home. I reckon the garage is worth about $200,000. If you're a bloke and you're into your boys' toys, not to be sexist, it's a huge space. Plenty of room for a gym. I think there are a couple of motorbikes down there. Easily 4 cars. Tools. There's a little ensuite down there as well, and extra storage. Magnificent space. Lisa, I will need an instruction at this point for 978. Are we all out? $978,000 is the highest bid at the moment. Folks, you've had a little while to think about it. Jump back in quick. Where's bidder number 5? You've been strong all the way as well. Bidder number 31. Don't miss it for $1,000. Come on, back in. I doubt you'll be able to build it for the price we're talking about now. It is a magnificent home. Bear with us, folks. Waiting on a new instruction at $978,000. Property's still available.
Do you guys want to go one more?
If you haven't yet bid, now's the time. Obviously getting down to the pointy end.
No, that's right, just checking.
978. I'll take 500 if it helps them, Matt.
500?
As long as we're moving north, I'm happy.
400? 350?
Kangaroo?
Please?
Case of crownies. No, we're at $978,000. Not too far away. We'll need an instruction at some point or a fresh bid. It's interesting times, isn't it, folks? We used to be able to do these live and at the property, and it was so much more real feeling. But this is a real auction. We're playing for keeps at this point almost. Perhaps the next bid will buy it. All I need is either a new instruction or another bid. $978,000. Love to sell it to you. Come back in. Come back in quick. How are we travelling, Marcus?
Nothing on here.
Nothing there
Silence.
at this stage.
At this stage, that's right.
Can I go 980?
Of course you can. Welcome back in, bidder number 31. Nice bid at $980,000. 980, bidder number 31 back in front. $980,000 is the bid. 980 is the call. 980 is the offer. Bids over here.
Are you guys completely out? Or would you like to go one more? At 980? You're done? Okay.
Anyone can still play at $980,000. What are we doing, Lisa? You can see the property scrolling through the beautiful photos behind me. It gives you an idea. I think, well, all of you have been there, most of you anyway. It is truly a magnificent home and a great opportunity. At $980,000, I think it's still great buying. 980 is the bid. Looking for a further bid or rise at $980,000. just picture yourself, folks, nice cold beer in your hand, sitting around that outdoor kitchen, steak sizzling on the barbecue, kangaroos hopping by.
About at 950.
What are we doing, guys? At $980,000, we'll need either an instruction or an increment. Ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity is still there at this stage. At $980,000. Lisa, I will need to see you.
Soon.
Yeah. Mads? Yeah, okay.
We're done.
980, I'd say there's some negotiating happening in the background. Still at 980,000, bid number 31 over here. Just now talking to the highest bidder, revealing what the written reserve is, seeing if we can get a good faith rise. I think we've still got one player left in the game. I think it's bidder number 5, although he's very elusive. Bidder number 5, you can hear me, if you can see me, jump back in now. Your representative is like the Scarlet Pimpernel. The Phantom, even. We're at $980,000 over here, on my right, bidder 31. Any movement? Okay, lovely. Thanks, Jess. Just having a quiet chat. I'll try and fill in the spaces. Not easy. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying this. This is the new normal. It's really odd. Can't wait, to be honest, to get back to actually having home opens and having the auctions on site or in our auction rooms with a crowd. But at the moment, this is the best we can do. So I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're doing the best you can. If you're in isolation, I hope you're happy. Perhaps, a bit later on, you can have a glass of wine. Might help with your happiness. We're at $980,000. Make no mistake. 2 Timbs Street in Casey, right up the back. Beautiful spot. Gorgeous home. Fabulous opportunity. It won't be coming back, but we'll need an instruction fairly soon. The only other choice I've got is to hold it over. We're at $980,000. I'll let you just have a look at the photos, folks. I'll step back a bit and let those scroll through. You can see those hardwood floors. They're absolutely magnificent. We've got the slow combustion fireplace on top of the reverse cycle ducted throughout. So it's a super comfortable home. There's the alfresco area we talked about. You can see the door to the magnificent garage. We'll probably go in there in just a minute.
990.
Thank goodness. The Phantom's back. Bidder number 5, $990,000. Good strong bid. We're at $990 now. Your guys are coming second, Jess. Bidder number 31, you are coming second. Don't let yourself be beaten. We're at $990,000. Make no mistake. 990 is the bid. 990 is the call. 990 is the offer. Jess, how are you travelling over there? Bidder 31, I'll take $1,000 again. I'll even take $500 if it helps you. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm here to help. But $990,000.
No, yeah.
Okay, just checking for they are.
Okay. All right, Lisa, if you just get a scurry on in those heels, that'd be wonderful. We're at $990,000. Very close. Certainly not too far away. One more bid might buy it. At $990. Just think, in 30 days or 45 or whatever you've negotiated, you could be sitting in that alfresco area or using that magnificent kitchen or putting your shoes in that incredible walk-in robe. So much room for so many shoes. Or just wandering around in your garage thinking, how lucky am I to have a 111 square metre garage. Most people dream of it. Sellers loved it. Lee's absolutely loved it, been his favourite place. If he's needed to hide from the kids, which happens every now and then. I remember those days when my kids were small, I used to hide from them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at $990,000, hoping for a sale. Very close to my written instruction, but not quite there. I will need to know what's going on. Sorry to draw this out for you at home, but we work for the sellers. We're trying to get every last cent for them, and we're trying to get a deal for the buyers as well, at the best price for them. And I know that they'll have no regrets. Whoever buys this home, impossible to regret it. You're just going to love it. It's a real family home. Let's go back to the photos for a little while. Save my voice for a minute. All of the bedrooms are super generous, and as Lisa said at the start, the main is huge, and it's got a beautiful outlook too. It's got that walk-in robe and an incredible ensuite. There's really just not a cent to spend here. As I said before, just move in and enjoy. There's the ensuite, double vanity of course, views from the vanity even. How good is that? Huge shower with a rainforest shower head. There's that walk-in robe, and it takes a lot more shoes than that. I think Sarah said she had 115 pairs of shoes, and they all fit. No, I made that bit up. She had a lot of shoes though.
Any glass slippers among them?
No glass slippers. All right, Lisa, what's happening? How are we going?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, I've got to talk for another 2 minutes. Because I'm talking myself right in the face. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to do the best I can. There were some people in here, other than real estate agents, it'd be more fun. But anyway.
That's not fair.
I mean real people.
We're a lot of fun.
Here's a magnificent home, as I keep saying. Just trying to get the best price here, folks. So bear with us. You're watching at home. To all the registered bidders, you've still got a chance to come back in. You've had time to consider it. We're getting very close, I'm sure, to an instruction that I'll hopefully be able to sell it. We'll see. For $990,000. No. $990,000. How good is that? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
990.
I'm impressed.
99. A bunch of zeros. Maybe about 4. Yeah. 980. It's not quite a million. 10 off. But it's a lot more than 980. It's 10 grand more than 980. So hang in there, folks. $990,000. Lisa and Troy, I will need to know what's going on. People are getting sick of me being silly.
Troy just reckons they're on the phone.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We'd hope so.
I'm going to have a chat to Troy after this.
That's it.
Just a quiet word in his ear, representing his bidder and running away every time he's bid. Anyway,
I thought he went to get a coffee between bids.
it's possible. All right, what's happening? Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So what are we going to do? We're going to sell it? All right, folks. Well, it's okay with both of you. Thank you very much for your new instruction. I really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, you heard it first. If there's no further bid or offer, we are selling to you bidder number 5 at home. You're lucky couple. So I'm going to call it in 3 times. It's going to be sold. It's not coming back, I reckon, for at least another 10 years. 2 Timbs Street in Casey. First time, $990,000. Second time of calling. Bidder number 31, are you sure it's going? Third and final time, I'm selling it. I'm selling it out. Jess, are they sure? 100%?
100%? Sure.
Selling.
Done.
Done.
Yep, no worries.
Done.
Yep.
Done. All right. We are sold! And welcome to Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging in there with us. Once again, I'm Stephen Bunday from LJ Hooker at Dixon. On behalf of Lisa Niekirk and her team, the whole team at Gungahlin, I'd like to thank you for either participating or watching the auction. Sorry, got a little slow there, but whatever you're doing, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, and If we can help you with your real estate needs, let us
A
know.
little bit of both.
Cheerio.